Hello and welcome to my channel, Mega Views. This is the behind the scenes of my company Everjoy AI, but today I want to take you through something slightly different, and because it's my birthday month I thought I'd launch my website again, but in the AI native platform called Lovable. So basically this is the Vibecoding version of my website. And I wanted to build from scratch, streamline what I had, and make it more kind of direct to consumer in terms of my marketing. So this is the new website, so it still looks quite similar to the last one, but I sort of made it a bit more streamlined in terms of what is available on it. And if you go and have a look here, I have my artist statement. So previously I was on the cruise ship, and then what happened was after years of traveling worldwide as a documentary filmmaker on the ship, I then pivoted to my fine arts degree because I started off doing fine arts and I majored in graphic design, and I thought I'd use my graphic design skills to create my website and then use my art skills to hone it into my art, which is one of my first loves as well, and create something quite unique in the market using little heart shapes and New Zealand natural landscapes, because I quite like the combination of the two. And this was before Lovable and before Lovable came up with the idea of the heart, and then that's how I sort of decided that it's good alignment between the Lovable heart shape and what I have to do with my artwork, and just using that as a kind of a way to form kind of like a bridge between the different cultures, and coming up with different styles of working together. So over here you'll have like the stone sculptures that I did a while back, and then some of my prints, and then my large scale pieces, and then my small scale pieces of my around the world travels, and then the gold heart and the different canvases that I have here of overseas. But I've taken out a lot of my other works as well, so I'm just kind of not overwhelming people, because people are feeling overwhelmed in the season, that's what I've heard. So I'm just kind of making it very simple, and I'm still keeping a bit of my jewelry because I have some jewelry here for sale. So I kept some of my jewelry on there, and obviously the perfume is something that I've been working on for a while. So I did a formulation course, and the idea behind it was like the different blossoms that you get throughout the seasons. And also my grandma was very good at rose gardens, and she would really nurture those rose gardens, and even at 93 she would be still in the garden gardening. I'd be like, Grandma, what are you doing? Let me do it. So then I sort of took over from the gardening from her for a season while she was going through that hard time, and I thought, oh wow, I could sort of use some of the rose petals in my formulations and in my candles. So I kind of used those roses and really formulated some of my own scents, but it's also a combination of other scents as well. So it's all the ingredients are on there using the essential oils and doing the proper course. So it doesn't feel like aromatherapy, but it actually feels exactly, or smells rather exactly like how you would a regular perfume. I haven't played with synthetics as yet because I want to keep it as natural as possible, but with naturals it doesn't last very long. So that's the only downside with naturals. If you use synthetics in there, it lasts a lot longer, but then obviously it's not completely natural. So those are my 5 scents that I came up with a while back, and I used to take it to markets and things like that. And obviously my candles as well, hugely popular candles. I used to sell a lot of these in the markets, but now that the markets are saturated because people are out of work and they're all turning to their crafts, I have to really push hard for the online space, and then looking overseas and seeing where new markets could be, or where new people would be interested in purchasing online as well. the Bible devotional stuff. So obviously a lot of you know that I am a believer, and I did run the Christian bookshop, and that's something that I've been pivoting towards, doing a lot of literature and things like that, both artistic, poetry, and obviously Christian devotionals for the Christian community. And then the music side of things, this I usually use, my music's more to do with like wellness, health and wellness, meditation, all sorts of like kind of now AI music, and using AI music in meditation and understanding music in depth, and coming up with these beats and remixes and things like that. So I have a very playful, fun way of using music. There's other ways of using music, but for me it's very therapeutic. And then I did come up with the Chroma Hue Wellness and Mindfulness course, and that's something that I would like to even explore a bit further, but I haven't taken it up much further than that. And then obviously if you're interested in art consultation or bespoke gifts, so gifting with craft and arts and craft, music and wellness, we haven't moved into artist representation as yet. We can move towards that if there's enough demand, but right now I'm just focusing on my own craft. And then that's a contact page. But so that's basically my page, and I'm really passionate about the arts and fine art especially. But for now it's a hobby business because the market's really slowed down, and I have other things that I want to do with my Everjoy account as well. So I have like 2 businesses running, but this is more the hobby business that'll take some time to establish. Whereas the other business, I sort of am launching that a bit more in depth. So, but this is what I have for now, and the whole idea behind this as well is I wanted to pivot from the regular platforms that we use, just Shopify and Spotify and Wix, and move that more into the AI native, which is like Lovable, and then having the AI agents work in the background with like speed to lead and all the operational side of the business, but still keep the essence of the fine art my own, so then my own brand voice shines through, and the AI works behind the scenes to help me leverage my business. So I hope you found that quite interesting, something a little bit different, but also a little bit more of my background. And as you get to know me, I'd like to take you on the journey with me as I evolve my brand and I seek new markets, and look at this as a discovery touch point, as one of the discovery touch points, and as well as reach out to people who are actually interested in this type of art. I'm sure you're out there. I've just got to keep going and making great content where you feel that you connect with what I have to offer. I hope you love what I've put together today, and keep the love going around, because the world needs more love. The world needs more love than it is hate. So let's spread the love and joy to people around us, and keep up the positivity and the great energy. And I'll see you next time.